Okay, try to be quiet right now. I'm doing a little video. All right, I put together this spreadsheet for you. I wanted to, if anybody wants to use it, they're welcome to do that. I want to show you how to both update it and also look at the data. I have 3 update links here, and you'll notice one of them is for the confirmed, the deaths, and recovered. And so we have 3 sheets here that contains the data for the confirmed, deaths, and recovered. Okay, so how do we, first of all, I'm going to go into how to update it, and then I will show you some of the interesting things you can do with this graph tool. Okay, let's see. To update it, go down to these 3 links and click on both of them, and or all 3 of them. So I'm going to open up 3 different windows, the data. This is from the Johns Hopkins site, and then we're going to save it locally, putting it in my downloads folder. I'm going to do all 3. Okay, so now I have the data in there. So I'm going to go to each of my sheets here. I'm going to go to the regular confirmed data first, and I'm going to import it, and I'm going to go to upload, select file. Now this one is confirmed. Oops, let's go to downloads. Yep, confirmed. There we go. So it's going to upload that, or it's going to import it. And then we want to replace the sheet that we're on, so replace current sheet. Now, if the Johns Hopkins data stays the same, then you won't have any problem. If they change how they're formatting their CSV file, that would be an issue. Let's go to deaths. I'm going to import that. Let's see. So I'm going to import on top of this sheet. That's select file from the computer. That's the downloaded one we just got from Johns Hopkins. Replace current sheet. Make sure to do that, or else it's going to create a new spreadsheet. And then lastly, we're going to go to recovered. So here we go. Sorry, import. And upload. And recovered. Replace current sheet. Okay, it's kind of a hassle, but the nice thing about this is then you can mess around the data on your own and make whatever graphs you want. Now I'm going to go back to the summary that I've created. I have a lot of different hidden fields here, and I'll see if you see there between D and I have hidden fields, and so those are, this is for time, starts at 1 from 122, and this row ID helps us figure out where this is in the sheet. And then we have just a sheet that tells us what column we're on. We have deaths, recovered. So I have those hidden, so you don't have to bother with them. So I'm going to hide them again. Right click, hide those columns. Okay, so in this one I have percent deaths and percent recovered. So I wanted those because that seems kind of useful. If we're looking at mainland China in this dropdown, you'll see that we have, there's a lot of data, whether it's accurate or not, we're not entirely sure, but this the deaths is interesting because it's still going up, but it's closing in around between 3 and 4 for China. If you look at another page that doesn't have many deaths yet, like if you look at Japan, the data is coming back down below 1%. So that's kind of, it's interesting to see. What I'm interested in is how that's going to be different based on where the data is from. We can look at South Korea. And we can see that right now it's kind of closing out on this 1%, but it's still going up, and of course it's all just happening there as well. We know that's gonna go somewhere else. So anyway, this is just you can play with all the different data sets that are there. Iran, we have interesting situation there because of course their percentage is super high right now. In fact, initially they were up at 100%. Couple other graphs or charts that I've made for you, and this is recovered versus deaths. So that's one that's going to be interesting to track. So I'm going to click on mainland China since we have most data so far. So right now we have deaths, the percentage way down here at 3 again, and then recovered is still climbing up. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch, how that one changes based on location. And now active cases, of course, this whole cycle is going to be somewhat of a sine wave. It's going to come in and then it's going to come out. So we already see the China data doing that. Now, if that's due to manipulation, we're not sure, but we're going to see a bell-shaped curve here. But we also have the potential to see a sine wave with this too. So it'll be interesting to track how that happens over time. Now, eventually, of course, if there's if you don't have enough testing, then the data is going to be a little odd. But at least we can track these things. So if you want to create your own charts based on this, it's just a nice starting point for you. And if you're interested in using it, you're welcome to just copy this file, make a copy to your Google Drive, and then you can edit it and work with it from there. I don't know how long I'll be keeping this one updated, but I'm going to keep it going for a little while. All right, thank you.
That